So we're now maybe just using the second chakra, the sacral chakra, just as a basis for the practice. And this we're going to be thinking about joy and creativity, ability to sense, enjoy touch. Maybe just setting that intention, just exploring our feelings, our sense of joy and creativity, ability to sense, maybe the motivation for how we can tap into these, give us that sense of joy. And within that, can allow us to share some of this with others. Maybe just tapping in first to that sense of grounding that we had. Just becoming aware again of the body being held by the ground. Noticing the contact of the body, the chair, the ground. Being aware of the breath within the body. Okay, maybe breathing in and just that stretching up, allowing the body to stretch up, almost like the head reaching the sky. And then breathing out and just allowing the body to relax, but just keeping that strength in the spine. Softening around the face and the belly and chest and the arms. And just having that sense of strength and support within the spine. Sensing the body just being held by the ground. Being held by the ground and gravity. The breath coming and going. And then just bring to mind something that gives us joy. It could be a small thing in everyday life or a larger thing. You might picture it or sense it, imagining it. Just the thing that brings us, thing or person that brings us joy. You maybe picture it or just sense it, but just maybe get a sense of colour or shape. Maybe of touch. What does it feel like to touch this thing? Or maybe it's an event. How does it feel within the body? Are you doing this thing that gives you joy? Maybe there's sound. Maybe there's a sense of smell or taste related to it. Just sensing into all the senses. With this joy, this activity, this thing, this person that brings joy. How does it feel in the body? What does joy feel like? Maybe thoughts arise related to it. Again, not getting caught up in thinking. Just be aware the thoughts come and go. Maybe in the words, I could be joyful. I am joyful. Joy is part of me. And maybe just tapping in to our creativity. Maybe it's something you enjoy creating. Maybe it's words, writing, poetry. Maybe it's music, dance, just movement. Just being able to move and be fluid. Maybe just picturing that, sensing it, hearing it, whether it is for you. A real sense of fluidity, allowing the body just to soften around this experience of being creative. What does it feel in the body to produce something or to create something? To create movement, but fluid movement, not being restricted by rules or regulations. Maybe within our minds, not being restricted by our bodies. Just sensing a real sense of flow and creativity. Maybe the words, I can create. I can be fluid. Then maybe just touching in to the essentiality within the body, the ability of the body to respond to touch. Maybe just noticing again if your hands are touching each other. Or if not, maybe just bring them together. What does it feel like? Just touching your own hand. Maybe just holding your hand. Just holding it. Just feeling the temperature of one hand against the other. How does it feel? Maybe just noticing the hands touching the legs, just resting on the legs. And then maybe just bringing the hands over the heart. Noticing the warmth of the hands against the heart. Maybe a real sense of care for yourself, but just experiencing it as a touch as well. So where there might be the thought, there's also that touch. It's experiencing it as touch and warmth. How that feels within the body. And you can keep your hands here or bring them back to the lap. And maybe just sensing in being held by somebody. Just being held gently, like maybe a mother cradling a baby. There's a real sense of being held, how that feels in the body. And just touching in the sense of being held, of comfort, ability to sense and feel, fluidity. Sing into that touch, this sense, creativity, the joy, and allowing other emotions just to be there. Not wanting anything to be different or change. Just allowing the body to experience what other emotions are there, allowing them to be fluid, coming and going. Feel sense in the body of being fluid. Not getting caught up in thinking, particular emotions or actions. Just a sense of joy, fluidity, neutrality. I'm joyful and creative. I sense. I enjoy touch. Again, touching into that sense of being grounded. So we're grounded. And with that base, we're able to experience the feelings, creativity, joy. And then just becoming aware of the breath again. Allowing the body to breathe and just following the breath. Be aware of what other senses there are in the body. Be aware of a sense of relaxation, sense of grounding or joy, or maybe the difficult experiences. Maybe some of these practices have been hard. And just allowing them to be, just experiencing them as they are. Just following each breath. Allowing the body to breathe. Allowing space for the breath, but also fluidity in the breath. And to control it. Just allowing it to come and go. Maybe noticing there's a sense of pleasure in the body breathing, just being here. Looking grounded, where we can enjoy just breathing. Nothing to go, nothing to do. Just breathing. So the body invites the breath in, lets the breath go. We don't have to control it. We don't have to do anything. And as we finish, maybe just setting an intention for the week, both of getting that sense of grounding, maybe pausing, taking a breath, really connecting with the ground, but also taking time to create, to find joy within our lives.